Imagine a road, the longest in the world. The Pan-American Highway stretches nearly 30,000 kilometers, from Alaska's frozen north to Argentina's southern tip. But there's a break, a 100-kilometer gap between Panama and Colombia, swallowed by wilderness. This is the Darien Gap, a place where the highway simply vanishes. In between, nothing but raw, untamed jungle. For decades, engineers have tried and failed to conquer it. The jungle always wins. The Darien Gap stands as a powerful symbol of nature's resilience. This is where the road ends, and the unknown begins. The Darien Gap is nature's fortress. The terrain is brutal, steep, razor-backed mountains, slick mud, tangled roots. Every step is a battle. There are no clear paths, only suffocating jungle. Rain falls almost constantly, over 9 meters a year, turning ground to quagmire and rivers into raging torrents. Swamps like the Atrato are vast, shifting, and nearly impossible to cross. Building a road here would require endless bridges and causeways, an environmental and financial nightmare. The jungle is relentless. Mountains block, rain drowns, swamps swallow. This is not a passive wilderness. It actively resists. Every element seems designed to keep humans out. The Darien Gap is a place where the wild pushes back, hard. Here, nature is not just an obstacle, it's the reigning champion. To stand at its edge is to feel humbled. This is one battle where the wild has already won. The Darien Gap is a land that fights back and wins. The Darien Gap teems with life, much of it dangerous. Venomous snakes like the fer de lance lurk underfoot. Jaguars and pumas prowl unseen. Caimans wade in the rivers, patient and deadly. But the smallest creatures are often the worst. Mosquitoes carry malaria and dengue. Sandflies spread leishmaniasis. Fire ants sting, ticks and chiggers burrow. The constant buzzing and biting is more than an annoyance. It's a threat to health and sanity. Even the plants can harm you. Many are poisonous to the touch. Cuts and scratches quickly become infected in the humid air. The water, though plentiful, is often contaminated. One sip from the wrong stream can end your journey. In the Darien, every part of the ecosystem is a challenge. Survival here means constant vigilance. You are an intruder in a complex web of life. The jungle's creatures, large and small, remind you. Media group of jungle animals, monkeys, birds, insects, in natural habitat. Jaguar watching from shadows in rainforest, a stock, a distribute, equally. This is their home, not yours. In the Darien Gap, the wild is everywhere, and it does not welcome outsiders. Here, nature's defenses are alive and always on guard. Enter at your own risk. The Darien Gap is not empty. People have lived here for centuries. Indigenous groups like the Guna and Embera know the jungle's secrets and survive by respecting its power. But today, the Gap is also a corridor for desperate migrants from around the world, risking everything for a chance at a better life. Many are unprepared for the dangers, natural and human. Armed groups and cartels exploit the lawlessness, smuggling drugs, weapons, and people. Migrants face not just the jungle, but violence and extortion. The region is a tense mix of indigenous tribes, desperate travelers, and shadowy criminals. Here, survival is the only law. The Darien Gap is a human wilderness as much as a natural one. It's a place where the rules of society break down. In the Gap, everyone is just trying to make it out alive. For centuries, people have tried to conquer the Darien Gap and failed. In the 1690s, Scotland's New Caledonia colony collapsed under disease and starvation. Modern engineers, armed with technology, have fared no better. Machinery sinks, people fall ill, costs skyrocket. Even the U.S. Army's elite rangers were humbled by the jungle, succumbing to exhaustion and disease. Every attempt to impose human will here ends in defeat. The jungle swallows roads, breaks equipment, and bankrupts dreams. These failures are not just history, they're warnings. The Darien is a graveyard of ambition. Here, nature always has the upper hand. The legend of the Gap grows with every failed expedition. It's a lesson in humility. Some places cannot be tamed. The Darien Gap stands as proof that nature's power still outmatches our own. Here, even the boldest plans are undone by the wild. How do migrants cross a jungle that defeats armies? The answer: they don't try to conquer, they try to survive. Armies bring equipment and ambition. Migrants bring only what they can carry. They follow narrow, dangerous paths, moving at a human scale. Their journey is desperate, not organized, a test of endurance, not conquest. Many don't make it, falling to disease, exhaustion, or violence. But their motivation is different. They're fleeing danger, chasing hope. For them, the risk is worth it, because what's behind is just as deadly as what's ahead. Armies fail because they fight the jungle. Migrants endure by accepting it. Their passage is a testament to human willpower. In the Darien, survival is not about strength, but resilience. Migrants cross not because it's possible, but because they have no other choice. The jungle punishes, but hope pushes them forward. Today, the Darien Gap is a global flashpoint. Migration has exploded. Hundreds of thousands now risk the crossing each year. The result, a humanitarian disaster. Local towns and aid groups are overwhelmed. The jungle is littered with evidence of suffering, discarded belongings, makeshift graves. The Gap is also a hub for transnational crime. Drug cartels control the trails, smuggling cocaine and preying on migrants. Governments struggle for control, but the jungle remains lawless. The U.S. sees the Gap as a security threat. China eyes it as a strategic opportunity, with talk of new roads or railways. The future of the Darien is debated in Washington and Beijing. This remote jungle now shapes global politics. The Gap is a bottleneck for migration, crime, and power struggles. It's a place where local crises become international headlines. The Darien Gap is no longer just a wilderness. It's a crossroads of crisis. Its fate will echo far beyond the jungle. Will the Darien Gap ever be closed? Probably not. Environmentalists warn that a road would devastate this unique ecosystem, opening it to deforestation and destruction. The Gap protects one of the world's last great wildernesses. Building here would be ruinously expensive and nearly impossible to maintain. Some officials quietly prefer the Gap. It slows the flow of drugs and migrants. Indigenous communities fiercely oppose any road. This is their home, their heritage. Their voices matter. They are the true guardians of the forest. The Darien is not just an obstacle, it's a sanctuary. Ultimately, the Gap teaches humility. Despite all our ambition, some places are stronger than we are. The Darien has defeated conquistadors, armies, and engineers. It will likely remain unconquered, a break in the road, a symbol of nature's enduring victory. Here, the wild still rules.